Filmmaking, despite its artistry, is a gamble. Even skilled teams can't guarantee success. Anticipated blockbusters can fail, and groundbreaking techniques might be. Furthermore, studios sometimes squander resources on inherently poor. Number 16, Battlefield Earth, 2000. The 2000 science fiction film Battlefield Earth, starring John Travolta, was widely panned and labeled a self-indulgent love letter to Travolta, a dedicated Scientologist, personally invested $5 million of the film's $73 million budget. A critical disaster, the film earned a Razzie Award for its abysmal quality and was panned for its ineffective attempts at humor. Adding to its woes, the producing studio, Franchise Pictures, collapsed into bankruptcy following legal accusations of investor fraud. Number 15, It's a Wonderful Life, 1946. It's a Wonderful Life, 1946 remains one of the most cherished Christmas films, adored even 70 years after its debut. Additionally, it received 5 Academy Award nominations in 1947. However, upon its release in December 1946, it struggled to make a profit. Movie tells the tale of a man contemplating suicide who is presented with a parallel world without his presence. It is possible that audiences overlooked this movie unaware of its ultimately heartwarming and beloved Christmas storyline. Liberty Films, a young studio, suffered greatly when the film failed to succeed financially. Consequently, they were compelled to accept an acquisition proposal made by Paramount Pictures. Number 14, Bangkok Dangerous, 2008. The movie Bangkok Dangerous starring Nicolas Cage was able to reach the top position in the US box office in 2008, but quickly declined in popularity. The movie's global earnings amounted to only $47 million, falling short of covering its budget. Consequently, Virtual Studios, the movie's co-production company, had to close down. Number 13, Life of Pi, 2012. Life of Pi 2012 was a visually impressive film that received recognition at the Oscars, winning in categories such as Best Director, Best Visual Effects, Best Cinematography, and Best Original Score. Despite its success, Rhythm and Hughes Studios faced financial. Following the completion of the film, the company unfortunately had to let go of 254 employees and declare bankruptcy. Despite the film's great success, the studio was unable to capitalize on its profits in time. Number 12, Mars Needs Moms, 2011. Released in 2011, Mars Needs Moms was a costly performance capture animated film, amassing a staggering budget of $150 million, yet failing to recoup even a third of its. Disney co-produced the movie, resulting in their biggest financial loss to date. Additionally, it caused producer Robert Zemeckis' digital production company to fail, leading to its closure after only 2 releases. Clearly, this outcome was far from what Zemeckis had anticipated. Number 11, Heaven's Gate, 1980. The film Heaven's Gate, 1980 was intended to be director Michael Cimino's masterpiece, but instead, it became a comedic failure in the film industry. Film critic Roger Ebert labeled it the most scandalous cinematic waste I've ever seen. Production company United Artists had multiple blockbuster hits in the works at the same time, such as Raging Bull, 1980, and Apocalypse Now, 1980, but Heaven's Gate, 1980 still managed to sink them. They were forced to sell to MGM. Number 10, The Golden Compass, 2007. New Line Cinema likely believed they had acquired a franchise with Harry Potter potential when they obtained the rights to the 2007 film The Golden Compass. Film was based on the first book of Philip Pullman's beloved His Dark Materials trilogy. Regrettably, it wasn't meant to be. The film, with a budget of $180 million, managed to collect $372 million, which seems quite impressive. However, in order to secure financing, New Line Cinema had relinquished the international rights. Consequently, they only gained $70 million and faced dire financial consequences. In order to survive, they had no choice but to merge with Warner Brothers Pictures. Number 9, Looney Tunes, Back in Action, 2003. Space Jam 1996 achieved great success by successfully combining beloved animated characters with live-action stars. However, Looney Tunes, Back in Action 2003 did not achieve the same level of success. Starring Brendan Fraser and Jenna Elfman, the film had an $80 million budget but only grossed $68.5 million at the box office. Unfortunately, this movie marked the end of Warner Brothers' feature animation as Warner Brothers was forced to shut down the company. Number 8. Final Fantasy: The Spirits Within 2001. The movie Final Fantasy: The Spirits Within, released in 2001, faithfully adapted the beloved video game. It involved a dedicated team of 200 individuals who worked diligently for 4 years, resulting in a commendable box office earning of $85.10. Unfortunately, the budget was a staggering $137 million, largely due to the photorealistic animation, and vastly exceeded the earnings. Consequently, Square Pictures, the production company, incurred such substantial losses that it had to shut. Number 6. Cutthroat Island 1995. The film had an extensive budget of $98 million, yet it only managed to generate a meager $10 million in box office revenue. Carolco Pictures, the production company, faced financial hardship in that year and ultimately had to sell their assets to 20th. Number 5. One from the Heart 1981. Francis Ford Coppola, the director renowned for The Godfather, surprised audiences with One from the Heart 1981. This whimsical romantic comedy set in Las Vegas did not attract the same following as his previous endeavors. Coppola utilized a significant portion of his $27 million budget to incorporate innovative visual methods and replicate the Las Vegas airport. However, the film only generated a meager $638,000 in box office revenue, leading to substantial financial losses for Coppola's production company. Ultimately, the company declared bankruptcy in 1992. Number 4. Raise the Titanic 1980. The film Raise the Titanic, released in 1980, was a massive undertaking. With a budget of $40 million, the majority of funds were allocated to meticulously recreating the famous ship. Regrettably, the Cold War saga failed to captivate the public, resulting in a meager $7 million in box office earnings. This setback plunged the studio ITC Entertainment into crisis, compelling them to sell their distribution arm in an effort to avoid complete. Number 3. Superman 4: The Quest for Peace 1987. Superman 4: The Quest for Peace 1987 is often regarded as the worst superhero film. The special effects are notably poor, especially considering its release in 1987. The villain was simply called Nuclear Man. Lead actor Christopher Reeves was informed by Canon Films that they had a budget of $37 million, although in reality they had less than half of that amount. The film failed and the company faced severe debt and eventual bankruptcy. Number 2. The Fall of the Roman Empire 1964. The Fall of the Roman Empire 1964, starring Sophia Loren, was a historical epic that was comparable to Cleopatra. Samuel Bronston Productions invested a significant amount of money in constructing a set that replicated the Roman Forum, which was the largest outdoor set ever made at that time. Only a quarter of the $19 million budget was recovered at the box office, and Samuel Bronston Productions filed for bankruptcy within 3 months. Number 1. Titan A. Released in 2000, Titan A is an animated sci-fi film set in a post-apocalyptic world. The star-studded voice cast includes Drew Barrymore and Matt Damon. Unfortunately, this movie marked the final production of Fox Animations, as it failed to recoup even a quarter of its $37 million budget at the box office. As a result, the parent company, 20th Century Fox, made the decision to discontinue Fox Animation. I hope you liked this video. Hit the like button and subscribe to our channel for more interesting videos like this.